Welcome to the Hummingbird Cottage. Many of you asked for a tour of the Hummingbird Cottage, and I thought today would be a great day to bring you along. The cottage was once a forest school, with most of the time spent on the land surrounding the cottage. The forest school was Waldorf-inspired and thus had a home-like atmosphere with a stove and area for cooking lunch with the children. 8 children came 3 days a week. Now, the long table in front of the stove was designed and built by the forest school. I love it so much. The children would gather at the table to eat lunch together, make bread. We're using this sweet table now for activities and snack. Next, we have the Wonder Wall that sits in front and center in the block area. What a glory! I originally had planned to use this for storage and was going to put curtains up, just like the forest school had. But then I invited Sandra Duncan to come and help me. She really brought the magic and wonder to this wall, to this shelf. Oh my gosh. We went thrifting for unique items to display in the Wonder Wall. A pirate ship, bird cage, triangle structure, bricks, Jenga blocks, animals, wooden chain links, suitcases, a few boards, and many other pieces were all thrifted. During the whole process, we kept in mind a variety of different textures, like wood versus metal versus fabric versus plastic. Having a variety of texture is one way you could look at your own space. In the corner is a nature shelf that has the mood of the forest surrounding us. You'll see bits of nature that have been brought in by the children. I don't use this corner to reflect the seasons. I use this as a space to gather nature and to hold nature's gifts. Next to it is the Small World table. It's a space children can use to create many worlds of wonder and delight. In a space like this one, you might typically see a dollhouse, but I have found a thrifted small display cabinet opens up far more possibilities for the children's imagination. What's also fun about this area is that the table was also thrifted. And get this, the 2 sides open up and can store little treasures. I love it so much. I typically lay out little animals, peg people, fabric, nature items, and more to kickstart this space. Near the front of our space is this amazing old typewriter I found on Facebook Market for $15. It took a little elbow grease to clean it up. The children have loved it. They are fascinated by the fact it doesn't have electricity to make it work. You might be surprised to see what unique items like this one can do to your space and to the children's engagement. Next is our art area, which we're still developing. The big shelf that houses the paint, we found at a thrift store for under $50. It's funky, but I adore it. I put the tempera paint into yogurt jars I found on Amazon so economically. I have a link below because they are a real deal. I also have the best easel ever if you put easels in your space. Oh my gosh, it is the perfect size for 4 and 5-year-olds and so strong. The children are naturally drawn to it because it looks like a real artist easel. I also have a link to that below. Right beside the art area, we have a table set up with a simple light and shadow invitation. I found just using a flashlight and a plastic storage bin turned upside down, it is an amazing way to explore light. Add simple plastic cups or decorative doilies, and you have a full-blown light and shadow area. A cozy corner is next for taking time to chill, and a collection of puppets behind the comfy chair for quiet play. Then there's home living. We transformed an old dresser we found at the thrift shop into our kitchen set. We used an RV sink and burners. The children used the drawer below like an oven. I wanted a mixture of textures in the space too. Wood bowls, plates, metal pots and pans, a beautiful woven tablecloth. I found a coffee table at a thrift store that acts as the kitchen table. We also have a baby bed with woodland animal babies. We're always in process, but love the mood and feeling of our space. You will notice sprinkled throughout the cottage different nature items and lighting. I find these two features, along with textures, very important in creating a homey environment that this cottage has. The children have loved their time here, and it's been such a delight to observe where the play spaces take them. I'm always following the lead of the children and adapting as I observe their play and interests. Until next time, I'm Sally Hoy. Thank you so much for stopping by the Hummingbird Cottage, where children lead the play. Wait, before you go, remember to hit the bell below and subscribe, because every Thursday we're going to have new episodes. I'll see you there.